good.
First time on air. Anything to say to Lewan here to get him back?
Look, bro, there are stories I could tell people about Lewan, but we'll keep those right here. I'm gonna let him live.
That's not even close.
Man, I'm a dumbass.
I'm clipping that.
Georgia's second.
Hey, Georgia also had Herschel Walker.
So smart, and my team is so dumb. My coach he looks dumb. He's a big baby.
Dude, those graphics.
Rip, so smart.
Episode 227. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Me and Preacher, man. Man, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good episode. Merry Christmas Eve.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy
Yeah,
Christmas,
how many Christmas reference can we do? Let's just start with the Die Hard, right? Die Hard's a Christmas movie. We agree?
That's not a Christmas movie.
Dude,
Right. We'll save that for another time.
That's crazy. All right. Anyways, we got college football playoff talk. We've got NFL Week 17 matchups. Bengals still alive. Fitz, your Packers clinched. My Bengals
Packers
still alive.
clinched.
Took a chance. Falcons trying to clinch. Got a big game Monday or Sunday night. This is a big week here. I'm excited to dive into it. Devontae might join us, might not. It's the holidays. We're just here to have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with your favorite thing.
Packers.
College football. Come on.
Oh,
You had to know I was going there.
Dang it. You teased me.
I know. Tickle.
I was
All right.
so ready to talk Packers.
I know. And we're gonna talk a lot of Packers.
I don't know if you can tell. You see the Packers Santa hat here? Packers on the side.
Yeah, that is pretty sick. Is that a Lambeau special?
It's got the Green Bay G on top.
I like it. And the matching yellow shirt that you got going
My
on.
mom got this for me way back. The hat.
Your mom.
Dang
Of
it.
the year.
She was actually sad they didn't have it in Carolina Panthers.
It's probably
I think she was gonna get it for herself, and then they didn't have it. So
I guess I'll give this for my son, I guess. All right. College football quarterfinals are here. They've been set. We'll kind of recap a little bit here. Ohio State beat the doors off Tennessee. I think we all saw it coming. We all picked Ohio State. I think, you look at it, you think Tennessee maybe have a chance, but in the grand scheme of things, Ohio State's just built for this thing. Then you look at Texas, Clemson. Once again, Texas demolished Clemson. I don't think it was very close. Penn State demolishes SMU. I think we saw that coming. And then Indiana, Notre Dame. I think you and Devontae picked Indiana. I picked Notre Dame. It's just I don't think Indiana was quite ready there. Notre Dame was a hell of a here Friday night. But you and me were talking. Not a single close game.
yeah, no surprise.
Like no nail biter. Yeah. All the favorites
No
won.
surprise. Welcome to the playoffs, and don't expect anything different the next round either. So.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are chiming in saying, hey, we told you Tennessee didn't belong in there. We told you Indiana didn't belong in there.
Yeah. Well,
Clemson,
it's funny, and I remember this. So listening to Colin Cowherd, who I rarely listen to, but way back in the day when they expanded playoffs to 4 teams, he made an argument about like the top restaurants in America. Like you took like fast food franchises. And he said, there's really only 3 in the debate. It's like McDonald's and Starbucks. And there was one more, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was like Chick-fil-A or something. I can't remember.
Right.
And it's like, well, as soon as you open the door to 4, it's like the 4th seed would be Wendy's. It's like, well, now you got 2 burger places now. What about Burger King? All right, well, what about Subway? Or what about, And it was like, and it was just to kind of draw the point out. It's like, as soon as you start expanding and opening it up, you start inserting all these people in the conversation. But the reality is the top teams are just going to run through it.
Right.
And you can put whoever you want. Oh, where's Dunkin' Donuts? Like you could argue to a T, like all these other things, but it's really just going to come down to like 3, 2 or 3. And some seasons in college football it comes down to 1 team. Like when it was like LSU.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's stopping them. So why would you put a 10 seed Indiana, in the same tournament?
Yeah.
When historically, there's not really close. Even when it was 4 teams, there weren't a lot of close playoff games.
No.
There's been a lot of blowouts.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. It's just weird that for the first year of this expansion, the first round was basically meaningless.
Yeah.
So,
It's kind of like warm-ups. And I think that's a really good point, because in my head while you're talking, I was like, man, like for the longest time we wanted to expand it to be like, hey, we need to crown a true national champion. And now that we've done it, it's like maybe it's too diluted. Maybe we just go back to the national championship 1-1,
And what's funny is this was the year that I think it kind of worked perfectly in the sense of there is no clear number one.
Mhm.
Like it does seem a mix. Like some teams are hot, some are cold, depends on which week you get it.
Right.
Where I think coming into this, we were kind of excited, like, oh, like maybe there's an upset, maybe whatever. So I'd be really curious this second round, like, can Notre Dame knock off Georgia? Can
Right.
Ohio State take Oregon this time around? We'll get into some of the other ones too.
No, I think you're right. And there's a lot of people like, okay, Notre Dame, yeah, you won a playoff game. Yeah, you won a big postseason game for the first time in a long time. But it was Indiana. Does it really count? And I think a lot of people are saying that. Let's dive into the playoffs. Let's do our predictions. Oregon, Ohio State. We've got it marched on our calendar. It's a rematch that I think we're all pretty excited for. This game is, find the date for it, Wednesday, January 1st, so New Year's Day. Ohio State 2.5-point favorites, 54.5 is the over-under. They are playing in the Rose Bowl. So
the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. A little closer drive for Oregon fans, but, the Buckeyes will travel. Who do you take here?
This is the toughest one because when they played early this year, this actually might have been the best game of the college season, right? And I think Oregon, I can't remember what the seeds were when they played. Was Ohio State number 2? And
it was like 2 and 4, 2 and
Oregon was 3 or something like that.
Yeah, it was close.
So 1 and 8 is a little unfair. Like it seems like it's gonna be. Like I actually think this could be one of the better games in the entire playoffs. This actually might even be better than the national championship.
Yeah, and it might be the best game of the season.
Yeah, it could be. My gut says Ohio State, just because I feel like when you play a team again after being so close, even though Oregon's number 1, I feel like Ohio State will stake their claim.
Yeah.
But if anything has told me anything about playoffs, there aren't any upsets. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. I'll pick Ohio State just because I think they're a lot higher than an 8 seed. I think they're like a 2 seed.
And I think Vegas is picking them too. So like you're picking a favorite technically. Then
lock it. If Vegas is favored, yeah. And that's the true. Okay, then they're What am I talking about? That's why I hate. Oh my gosh! Get me into. Let me guess. Penn State's favored over 3 seed Boise. It's just like what is an upset?
I think if Ohio State doesn't lose to Michigan, are they the 2 seed? Are they possibly the 1 seed? They leapfrog Oregon, which would be unfair since Oregon ran the table on them. I think it's tough to beat Ohio team twice. I'm gonna pick OHIO too. I'm going to pick Ohio State.
I didn't know they were favored. That's ridiculous.
All right, drop down. 5 Texas, 4 Arizona State. Texas 13.5-point favorite. Over set at 51.5. This game,
Texas is favored.
Yeah, 13.5.
Classic.
This is the Peach Bowl. Sad news. Bevo cannot travel.
They don't need him.
Peach Bowl official said he's too big of an animal, too big of a risk.
Oh.
Sideline, not friendly.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's not even that Bevo can't. He's not allowed.
He's not allowed. He was banned.
No dogs allowed, like Charlie Brown. Poor Bevo, man.
Yeah, you picking the favorite?
Oh, I think that just angers Texas even more that Bevo can't travel. So that I'd hammer everything on the Longhorns.
Okay, you think they cover that?
Points, everything. Dang. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly.
Man, my heart wants Arizona State to win. And I'm like, fork up, baby. Let's go. I think they cover. I think Arizona State covers. But give me Texas to win.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. And then New Year's Day evening, we get the All-State Sugar Bowl, Georgia, Notre Dame. Last time Notre Dame played in the Sugar Bowl, they got their ass kicked by Bama. Rewind that, they got their ass kicked by LSU. So keep that in mind. Georgia, 2-point favorite, over set at 44.5. This is not a Georgia team we've been used to for the past 3 years. They're not as dominant as once we thought. Notre Dame, they lost to NIU. So this is a true toss-up for me. My heart says Notre Dame, obviously. I'm going to pick Georgia, though. I think Georgia beats them.
Yeah, I'm going to take Georgia. And again, points. I'd take them everything.
Yeah, -2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if Notre Dame loses, they're going to be blown out.
Yeah.
They could be over by a third. All right. And finally, SMU, Penn State. We have to rewind the clock here. This is New Year's Eve. Penn State, Boise State. Thank you. This is the Fiesta Bowl.
No longer Tostitos,
which is sad.
Which bothers me.
It's
Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
Tostitos Fiesta Bowl just had a ring that fits. Like
it was the perfect logo for it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like not even the Taco Bell Fiesta Bowl. We got freaking Verbo.
I'll take Chipotle Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
If we have to.
Seriously.
Moe's. Welcome to Moe's Fiesta Bowl. Anyways.
Moe's Fiesta Bowl. Yeah.
Penn State, 11-point favorite. Yeah.
What about the Venmo Bowl? Where's that at?
It's coming. It's coming.
Where's the Airbnb Bowl? I'm ready for that one.
Yeah. Penn State, 11-point favorite.
Damn.
Even though they're the 6th seed.
11 points. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking Penn State.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for Genty.
Yeah.
You hope they've just got a chip on their shoulder. It's the blue field, right? Are they on the blue field or is it neutral site?
It's neutral site. It's
damn. Okay, I was gonna say that they had the blue field to be the X factor. So where's this game? Sorry, where's this game at?
So it's the Fiesta Bowl. It's in the Arizona, Glendale.
Ooh, the toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to see Genty perform. I think he excites us a little bit. Like I think they kind of keep it like under that 11 points for most of the game. But I think Penn State takes it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Penn State takes it by like 17 at the end.
We need it.
I think it's maybe a better matchup than people are anticipating.
Yeah. We need an upset, Fitz. We've picked favorites. I'm picking Boise State to win. Give me Boise State money line. We need a shocker in this. Yeah. If it can't be Arizona State, if it can't be Notre Dame, I'm picking Boise.
See, the problem is I think Penn State's my pick to win it. I think they're going to win the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll make that claim.
Dang. Hey, that would get Franklin off the semi-warm seat. I wouldn't even call him the hot seat, but he can't win.
Penn State, similar to Ohio State. I think those teams, maybe it's just I'm high on the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Like I think they were the best conference by far, and they kind of beat each other up.
Right.
And so those seeds, the 6 and 8 seed of Ohio State, Penn State, that could very well be the Natty, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I just think those teams are that good.
Yeah, I think you're right. In any other year, people call you crazy, but this year has shown the Big Ten belongs here.
Which, if that happens, then I think we have to go back on what we talked about the expansion is, the second and third best team in a conference. If they meet in the Natty, then you make a case that it gives teams a chance that are in a loaded conference. So maybe don't hate that much.
I mean, you look at the playoffs alone. You got Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State, which all three can win this thing easy.
Yeah, I just hate these fake ass seeds, man. Like
I know, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you make it unless you say the best team, but there's no reward for winning your conference.
Yeah,
which it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Two more things of college football related. This is the transfer portal departures when the playoffs began. So we talked about this, like there needs to be windows for this thing to open and close, because if you're a playoff team, it kind of sucks that like you might be a fringe guy who wants to transfer, but you also want to buy in to win a natty. Like this is, if you look at Arizona State, you've had 12 guys depart the team while you made the playoffs. Boise State, 10. Texas, Tennessee, 9. Georgia, Indiana, 8. Ohio State, 7. Oregon, 6. Like It's tough. I don't know how teams maneuver about this. Now, obviously, these aren't star players, but there's still guys in your locker room, still guys you probably count on special teams and stuff. Guys who might, if an injury happens, they might come into the game. I just think there needs to be restrictions on when this transfer portal opens, especially for playoff teams, because it's not fair to the team. It's not fair to the kids.
I don't care. I
hate it.
Like,
but
I don't know
care.
how to. I don't know how to like.
Yeah.
It just. I don't know.
You got to
Sports
put restrictions on it.
Sports are weird, man.
It is, especially in this day and time. It's weird. All right. And the last thing, I like this because this has been a hot button issue for a while. Guys opting out of bowl games because they're afraid they're going to get hurt for the NFL. Well, Colorado has came out with NFL draft insurance. So their star players are going to play, but they've been insured. So if they get hurt, they're still getting their bag.
What does
Now,
that
obviously,
mean?
so like, let's say Travis Hunter gets hurt. He's insured for $20 million. So if he gets hurt during it, insurance company will pay him $20 million if he like can't get drafted.
Oh man,
I like it because you get star players in bowl games now.
but okay, this is the whole like, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna expand the playoffs, but we still have these bowl games. We have like all these bowl games,
Yep.
like way too many, and coaches don't want to play, players don't want to play in it. Oh, well, now we got to create these incentives for players to play. All right, let's do the NFL draft insurance thing. Well, how's the NFL benefiting from this? Like,
I mean, they're not, but this is the way
or
us fans get to benefit. The team gets to benefit. The athletes get to benefit.
yeah, make it about money. Yeah, that's great.
But in today's day and time, like we talked about, you have to, right?
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, nobody cares about the bowl games.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Nobody cares about them. I think they could create a way to make, if they made conference championships a part of, like, I think they should make conference championships part of like these bowl games,
right.
and get large endorsements like the Meineke ACC championship or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can get that same product placement. I don't know. I think that's where there's a move, is to make it still competitive. The players still care. I hate this fake crap. This like, the season's over. Colorado's done. He's got his Heisman. They don't really care, Like that's the reality. And so if you're just throwing money now, I don't know. It's just diluting the product is what I feel like.
Well, all right. So here's what I love bowl games because it gets us viewers something to watch, and it gives us something to like root on, and
Bet
like, to put
on.
on. Devontae's finally joined us.
Oh, there
Shout
he
out,
is.
boy. Hey, you're good, brother. Also, there's 47 bowl games, which that's a shit ton. I agree, but there's only like 12 conferences, so you're gonna lose sponsorship money that way.
And Dre Gin and Juice Bowl. Let's
Right.
go.
I love bowl games. It gives guys who are fringe NFL like free agents a chance to show out one last time, get on film. I love this insurance policy. It protects its players. I think it's a good move. I know Fitz is a hater of college football.
I used to like it.
Yeah.
I think the best was the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl Boise. That Boise
Oklahoma.
game was I think that was that at its peak.
The hook
Where
and ladder
no,
statue,
we
but-
aren't in the championship between two teams, but we're in a meaningful game that people still care about, and we're going to pull out all the stops and put on a great show. I think that's what you want. I feel like what's happening, and like this NFL draft insurance thing, I don't think that's the solution. I think that's what I'm getting at. And I think that just creates more head cases, maybe for some of these players. It's like, okay, well, I just have to, I can just get my bag. I don't have to, I don't know. I just think it's.
Well, I think this forces them to play in a way. Like, okay, they can opt out.
A little bit. I think money motivates you in a different way that
yeah.
competing and like trying to boost your draft stock makes you play a different way.
I agree.
Or even competing for a championship. That's where I think a conference championship means more than a bowl game.
But
like if you somehow just made that a part of this postseason.
Yeah.
Like instead of making the championship the way to get in, is figure out a way to make that a part of the process. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I got you. Just a counterpoint. You're NFL. You're beloved NFL. They all play for money. It's all about the bag.
Yeah, but it's not. I think it is for some people, but
I don't know.
I think they have goals. They have incentives. They want to. You're talking to a guy that there's 3 teams battling for the top spot in the division, and it's great. And it's great football.
Devontae, how do you feel about NFL draft insurance? Basically, if these cats get injured out there in a bowl game, they still get a bag.
I don't know. I think it's a pretty good idea, but at the same time, can they still opt out?
Yeah, they can still opt out. And this is just if they opt in, they get hurt.
I don't know, because it seems messed up a little bit, because I'm thinking back to, you remember your boy Jalen Smith from Notre Dame?
Yeah.
And that didn't necessarily hurt his draft stock, but it hurt his career.
Yeah.
So it is good that they're finally looking into it, like the draft insurance portion. But I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some sort of back end cost that we don't necessarily see yet.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think the immediate back end cost is with draft insurance. That means most of the starters are going to play, which of course the fans want that.
Exactly.
But that kind of takes away from the second or third stringers who need that film to either stay on the team or to possibly transfer. Or something like that. Now, granted, they could have got it throughout the season, but could they have really gotten it throughout the season? We don't really see that.
Yeah.
And then too, for draft insurance, this is only for teams in the bowl games.
No. So Coach Prime has came up with this. So this is a Colorado specific thing right now.
Oh. So yeah, I doubt any other team is gonna pick that up then. So never mind. We kind of worried for no reason, but it is good on him to actually want to look after his players like that.
Right.
I'm sure most of the other teams wouldn't ever think about that. They're like, you got to play to your last dying breath or whatever so I can get a check.
Yeah.
But Deion already has his, and pretty much all of them have theirs. But also, like, I think he'll even look out even more, because if he lets them play and they start doing pretty well, I'm pretty sure he'll get, the other players in. Especially because he picked up a 5-star freshman or something, but also has somebody. The dude from Liberty transferred into Colorado. I don't think he'll be able to play in the bowl game.
No, he won't.
So I guess whoever's in the middle of it, they get to see what he can do, and he can possibly transfer, because it seems like he doesn't have enough room for him. But
right,
I don't know. It's a good idea on the player side, and I love to see how the NCAA is kind of, or at least Deion is looking out for the players more than anybody ever has.
Yeah.
But I know they're going to try to come up with some back end costs.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you're right. And it sounds like, yeah, okay. I like it. Now, I got one last question for you. Travis Hunter, there's been more stuff about his girlfriend come out. Don't know if you guys saw it or not. Would you rather, we're not even talking about, but would you rather have a Travis Hunter situation or a Manny Te'o situation?
Travis Hunter.
I might go. Yeah?
Manti Te'o, because people, in middle school, we used to have girlfriends that didn't go to the school all the time. So what's the difference?
Yeah. I'm with you, Devon. I think I would too.
Then when people find out, you send all the texts and stuff, and then if you build that story up and then it comes out oh, she wasn't real, you get to play victim, even though you knew she wasn't real.
Exactly.
So
yeah, in Travis' situation, you're your girl's just grinding up on someone, and you're like, I picked her up from the party. That's all I can say. That's a real tough look for the guy. Yeah.
Nah, I think part of it's just the time of the Monte Teo thing. Like it was at the time, it was like I think nowadays people would be more like, oh man, fishing happens all the time,
Mhm.
or all
He
this
was like the
stuff.
first person to be catfished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like I think it was for him, and the documentary on the Untold thing on him is great. But I
Yeah.
think for him at the time, it was pretty brutal.
It was tough.
Like what he got versus Travis. Like
I don't
But
know.
I'm not gonna lie, like when that happened with him, I didn't see why it was so. First, it was just all right. So when Tiger got caught for cheating and they were like villainizing him, I was confused. I was like, he just cheated, like it was consensual. The same thing with Manti Teo, like it was a big news story, and like I was like, well, did they rob him or something? Because low-key, he probably should have kept this to himself. I ain't gonna lie.
I definitely would have. Yeah.
They built it up, and then like I don't think it hurt his draft stock, but it kind of overshadowed his play. And so
It did.
like because by the time they started talking about him getting catfished, he was already doing pretty well play-wise. So it's like we were kind of stuck on that point. But we didn't see like throughout the season, like he wasn't bad, but it was like where he got drafted and then he finally got to the league. It's like, oh shoot, maybe we didn't do our homework on him because we just felt so bad for him. We just needed to draft him. He went second round, right?
Yeah, he did. I think it shattered his confidence, honestly. Like you feel like you got a girl, like you bagged her, yeah, she died, you're gonna play for her, and then all of a sudden, like, damn, I got catfished by like a guy who's like 300 pounds. Like, fuck. All right, he was actually a little guy. Like, I feel like that would hurt the confidence,
bro.
That would shatter it. All right, real quick, Devontae, make your picks here. Me and Fitz have already made our picks. Oregon, Ohio State. Who do you got?
Bet. All right, so let's start bottom right. We got Boise State and Penn State. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Penn State, and then 10 to left, Arizona State and Texas. I'm still going forks up. We going Arizona State. Going with Georgia, Notre Dame. Going with Georgia just because the SEC machine is still rolling. And we cannot forget. They're gonna make us pay, bro. Like either way, even though Carson Beck is hurt and it's the same situation with Florida State, they are going to make us pay. And then Oregon and Ohio State. This is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take Ohio State though.
Sweep of Ohio State.
Yeah, Jack Sawyer, he looked pretty good on that. The defense looked pretty good, even though in Oregon, I swear, because it's Oregon, I still don't see them being a good defense, but we'll see. So yeah,
yes, sir.
I got Ohio State, Arizona State, Georgia, and Penn State.
You're the only person to take Arizona State. I wanted to. My heart couldn't do it. I took Boise State over Penn State. You and took Penn State, and then we swept Ohio State and Oregon. So that's good. All right. NFL fastest 2 minutes that turns into like fastest 20 minutes, but that's okay. We got Christmas football competing with the NBA boys. I'm excited. Chiefs, Steelers.
Nasty.
43.5 over under. Kansas City 3-point favorite. If they win, they lock up the 1 seed in the AFC.
Man, I want the Steelers to win, but I just bet the under on this. It's 43.5. Play to 42.5, I guess. Yeah. The fact that they're encroaching on NBA territory is kind of nasty, but which means that people have to split times, which means that we won't see the Chiefs actually cheat somehow and randomly win. But hopefully the Steelers come through somehow.
Steelers, all right, Fitz.
It's tough. I mean, Chiefs, they find more ways to win than anything. They pull more rabbits out of their hat than a carving magician.
Out of their ass.
But I like Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's they're kind of tough too. They find ways to win as well. So this game could be a little bit of a struggle, but I think the Steelers are more hungry than the Chiefs at this point. I think the Steelers need this one. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Pittsburgh needs it. They can still win the AFC North even though they got dismantled by the Ravens last week. They need it. Chiefs really don't need it. They're going to be 1 or 2 seed, but this locks up 1 seed. They can rest next week. It's Andy Reid, boys. I'm taking the Chiefs. They get it done somehow. All right. Ravens, Texans, our other Christmas game. Over-under set 46.5. Baltimore 5.5 point favorites.
Ooh, I think this is going to be a good game. Shout out Tate Dale. Ended up with a torn ACL, dislocated kneecap, which is why his leg went weird.
That thing was gross.
I felt bad because like bro's been through so much like since his rookie year. So hopefully he bounced back strong. They just signed Deontay Johnson right before the Ravens game. Personally, I don't think that's gonna do an F word thing, but we'll see. I do think CJ's pretty motivated. Just seeing that Tank is all right, but he's got to learn his receivers. He's got Nico back, so I'll take the Texans on the spread.
I'm gonna take Baltimore, and I think the wide receivers injuries is probably what's holding me back. As much as I like the Texans defense, Ravens they're peaking, and I think they've been kind of in the talk. I think we started this year having high hopes, and then they got to a slow start. But then as it's progressed, I mean, Lamar is quietly, he might be the MVP candidate over Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen's kind of been in the spotlight, but when you look at the numbers, Lamar is better than Josh Allen in every category except rushing touchdowns. Yeah. But I think the Ravens with Henry and with Lamar, their defense is starting to play a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens.
I know about this MVP talk. There's a number 9 out there that belongs in the MVP conversation, but won't because the Bills fucking suck. All right. Give me Baltimore. They clinched the AFC North with this win. Give me the Ravens. All right. Seattle, Chicago. This is a little Thursday night football. Over under set at 43.5. Seattle 3.5 point favorite. I think the Bears are dead. They're done. Bear down. Give me the Seahawks. I'm not even gonna let you guys pick here before I do. Seattle hammers them.
Hammers them in Chicago.
In Chicago.
Yeah, Geno did look a little pissed last game. So I'll still take the Bears on the spread.
Oh, man. I'll take Seattle. They play the Rams the last week of the season, which is a chance for the division and a playoff spot. So they have to win this one. And the Bears are pretty terrible. So I'll take the Seahawks.
NFC North, this is a terrible division. That's what Fitz just said. I'm just kidding. All right, Chargers, Patriots, Drake May, Air Bear, 42.5 silver under. LA 4.5 point favorite on the road.
Patriot. I think I called the Patriots to cover the spread last week. And
you did.
Randomly looked good. The Drake and Josh rivalry, I guess.
That was a hell of a catch by you.
And if they pick it up, they got to pay us or me, whichever one's first. You're playing in New England. You know what? I'm a roll with it again. Give me the Patriots on the spread. I think they're rolling off of like being able to tussle with Josh Allen and the rest of the offense. Even though I think James Cook ended up with 2 touchdowns, but like, it happens, and I don't even know how it happened. They probably don't either. But Gerard Mayo has something for that. So go ahead, and I love these teams that can just make it up for everybody. So give me the Patriots on the spread.
Yeah, I'm looking at these standings because, I guess the Chargers aren't in because, Dolphins, Bengals, and Colts are all lurking 2 games back. So Chargers win, they're in. Patriots are sneaky though. I like the call there. I feel like this could be an upset that makes it spicy for the AFC. I don't know. I gotta trust Jim Harbaugh. I trust the Chargers. I think they'll get it done. But this is a scary one. I'll take the Chargers though.
I'm trying to figure out who the keeper of the line is for the Patriots this week. I think that's what this game hinges on. Whoever gets to light the lighthouse before the game. Is it a like a Hall of Famer? Is it just some random dickhead? I don't know.
Willie McGinnis.
I need the
And
Chargers
that's
to
gonna hype
lose.
the place up.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
that'd be great though.
What if it's Stephen King?
Oh, that'd be creepy. That should have been a Halloween keeper light. Give me the Chargers. I think they're too damn good. All right. The game that everybody in America cares about. Broncos, Bengals. 49.5 over under. Cincinnati, 3.5-point favorite. We have to win out. Broncos need to lose out. They get the Chiefs next week. This is great for us.
Yeah.
We need the Dolphins to lose one. We need the Colts to lose one. That does not look as promising. But this game looks promising. -3.5. Hammer it. Joey B. Hammer 250. Hammer 3 tutties. That's the parlay move. Give me Bengals to whoop that ass.
You think Joe Burrow gonna hit 525 again?
Joe Burr. Yes, sir.
Joe Burr.
Yeah.
He's not Batman.
Yeah,
He's fucking Superman.
see, Hacky, they set you up. They got the Bengals favorite. Ooh.
I like.
You know what? I'll roll with you. Give me the Bengals money line.
Yes, sir.
Bo Nix must be stopped. I need Jaden Daniels to win that Rookie of the Year that he so deserves. It's the game that stops it.
Yeah, this is great for the Bengals. I mean, as you pointed out, they've got to win out. Broncos have to lose out, but you get to take care of one game. So I think the Bengals, as tough as that Broncos defense has been, I think the Bengals can. I think they can, give the defense some problems. And I think the Denver offense, that's what it comes down to, is Can Cincinnati defense finally just show up and stop somebody? I think it's a perfect recipe for Cincinnati. I'm going to pick the Bengals.
Let's
But
go.
if Denver wins this one, they're for real. Like, if Denver wins, like, Bo Nix is for real. They are a threat. So, but I'm going to take the Bengals. I don't think the Broncos are there yet, even though they're very good.
I'm with you.
I'll
If the Broncos win this one, that means they survive a shootout with the Bengals and that they can score just as well as their defense. So that's impressive. All right. Cardinals, Rams, another playoff implication game here. Rams fighting for that 2 seed, trying to fight and claw for it. They're 6-point favorites, 48.5 over under.
No, give me the Rams money line. Forget. Somebody said something on Twitter about how we overlook Kyler and how bad he's been, because he has been marginally good this year, but that shouldn't outweigh all the bad he's been in each game. So Matt Stafford's gonna make people see that again.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Arizona in this one.
Wow.
Cardinals are just, I feel like they've been in every game. The Rams are starting to put it together. The one problem for the Rams is I think they're thinking ahead to next week. They're already looking at the Seahawks game. We got to beat Seattle and we're in. And even if they lose this one, it's going to come down to next week. The only way next week doesn't matter is if the Rams win this one and Seattle loses to Chicago.
Right.
I just think for some reason the Rams throw this one. So I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Man. That's a ballsy pick, Fitz. I'm taking the Rams. You're right. Murray has been under the cover sneaky good this year, but you look at the whole thing, he's not been great. So I'm with you. I think he falls apart this game. Speaking of falling apart, Jets, Bills. Bills, 9.5-point favorite, 46.5 is the over-under. It's in Buffalo, Bills Mafia. It's supposed to snow. It's going to be cold as balls. Put fucking old man Aaron Rodgers through a table and give me Buffalo.
This game's tomorrow or the next day?
This is Sunday. This afternoon game.
Sunday? Afternoon. Sunday afternoon after Christmas. Huh. Yeah, give me the Jets. Yeah, no real reason. I don't know. I just feel like Aaron Rodgers might just do it to ruin whatever high Josh Allen is feeling. And also, you know how I feel about these teams that can just ruin people's playoff chances and stuff. They can't ruin the Bills' playoff chances, sure. But if Aaron Rodgers can, like, little bro Josh Allen somehow and, like, ruin his MVP chances, I'm all for it. So give me the Jets.
Why did I just imagine Rodgers as the Grinch, like sneaking into Buffalo, stealing the presents?
He would if he believed in Chris.
Him and the Dark Man.
I'm looking at tiebreakers and stuff like that. I mean, the Wednesday games are really crucial for Buffalo because if Kansas City wins, they can't get the 1 seed. If Pittsburgh loses, that defeats that tiebreaker, so they really wouldn't have to worry. Baltimore has the tiebreaker over Buffalo, so even though Buffalo's 2 games ahead of them, they can't afford to lose one. I'll take Buffalo in this one. I think they realize this is probably their last game where they're playing on all cylinders, at least, depending on what happens with Kansas City. I think they handled the Jets.
Yeah.
Don't know about the points.
Raiders.
Don't know about the
Saints.
points.
Over under set 39.5. New Orleans 1-point favorite. This actually might be a push or even game now. This is Devontae said it. Ew.
Bro, that game, I bet Fitz fell asleep on the game last night.
I was not, man.
That was nasty. Putting them in a meat freezer for them to put a goose egg up. That shit is crazy.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, give me the Raiders money line. I'm sick of the Jacoby Myers disrespect, and I know he is too. Nobody out there can cover him. Give me the Raiders money line. No reason for him to lose for real.
Can I pick a tie? I think this is the green square in roulette, right? What do they call that when it hits 0? This is put all your chips on a tie on this one. I actually know what's funny. Spencer Rattler made a few good throws last night, like a few, like just a glimpse. He had one kind of baseball sidearm shortstop throw right before his interception. He had a very nice either 3rd or 4th down conversion, a little Mahomes-esque that was overlooked by them throwing a pick. So don't throw out Spencer Rattler just yet. But yeah, I'm gonna call a tie. I'm just gonna call it. I feel like this could be a game that ends in a tie.
Give me the Raiders to win. Fitz, I love that you're like, hey, right before the interception, he threw a pretty good pass.
He did. And no one's you're not gonna see it. But roll against the grain. He looked like Derek Jeter playing shortstop.
It was a great check down, 2 yards down the field.
Going against the grain, jump pass, sidearm on the money. And it was like, oh. It was like, okay, Spencer.
Then he turned the ball over.
Yeah, it's tough. They had Kamara didn't play, Olave's hurt. There's a lot of things going wrong.
I'll put him as Danny Dimes' corner. All right, Colts, Giants, 40.5 over under. Indiana, 8-point favorite. Boys, I need a miracle. I need a Meadows miracle. Give me the Giants to win. Upset of the year, baby.
I'll take the over on this game. I got nothing for real. Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson are good football players every now and then, so maybe they'll show it again on this game too. Put the over on them.
Hey, they're pretty good at football, huh?
Yeah.
I think Colts. Giants are just bad.
Look, we need this, boys. We need this. All right. Cowboys, Eagles. I'm going to say something, and you guys might think I'm crazy. I would not want to play the Cowboys right now.
Hell no.
They're rolling. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Cooper Rush brought them some juice. I don't get it. 43.5 over under. Philadelphia, 9-point favorite. I'm taking the Cowboys on that spread.
Oh, yeah.
I might take the money line.
Ooh.
I'm teasing it. You guys convince me. I don't know.
I don't know. So they did get Zeke his first touchdown in a while last game. Rico Dowdle still looks good and consistent. Cooper Rush is finally finding Cedarian, and literally everybody. Like I don't think people notice, but like he's been spreading the ball around the field a little bit more, unless like the other team let him. He got the Brandon Cooks, Kevontae Turpin in the backfield. I don't know. The Eagles might not have an answer for that. So yeah, you know what? I'll roll with it. I'll put $1 on the Cowboys money line.
You know what? I think it depends on Hurts' status. I already don't believe in Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
What the Eagles are playing for is interesting because there's the seed. You know, they're trying to get the number 1 seed, of course, but they're still behind Detroit and Minnesota for that. So it's most likely going to be, if they win the division, they're the 2 seed. The only problem they could have is if they lose their next 2 and Washington wins the next 2, then they drop all the way to the 7 seed.
Yeah.
And Washington secures the division. Dallas always gives Philly a tough time. I'm with you. I think this could get ugly. I think Philly wins this one, though.
Okay.
It's hard to not pick Philly.
It's tough.
But I'm with you. It's a nice spread to take on that.
Yeah.
I'm taking Philly.
Man, also, if you're Philadelphia, you don't want to see the Commanders back in the playoffs. Like, you don't want to be the 2 seed, they're the 7th seed. Like, that's rough. Or the 3 and 6. It's going to be rough. All right. Panthers, CGI, Baker, and the Bucks. 49.5 over under. Tampa Bay 8-point favorite. Panthers, they're the dog. They like to be the dog.
Please.
Can they ruin the Bucks' chance here? Devontae's praying. He's pleading.
Please. Because I'm worried myself about these next 2 games. I'm scared of the Commanders and I'm scared of the Panthers. So you know what? Give me the Panthers on the spread on this one. I think Mike Evans needs like 250 plus yards to secure another 1,000-yard season. Hopefully the Panthers can limit him to 80.
I will say the progression of Bryce Young is impressive this year. And maybe for the Carolina Panthers, that was how they had to find their franchise guy. It wasn't Cam Newton, who was going to just, arrive on the scene and look like the guy and then fall apart. No, it's going to be the guy that grinds it out. Like, they were going to toss him away, and he grows and improves. So just shout out, Carolina Panthers. I think there's high hopes. They could spoil Tampa's chances of winning the South. I think Carolina, we get a tease of that spoil because they win this game, but then Atlanta screws it up against Washington, so we just end up still at a stalemate, that we're still all square going into the final week. Carolina wins this one, but Tampa doesn't have to worry.
That's crazy you said Cam wasn't the franchise guy. Led him to a Super Bowl. That's wild, Fitz.
He wasn't the franchise.
That's wild.
Or no, I didn't say he wasn't the franchise. I said he was. I said something along the lines of like that's not how it was going to happen. Cam had a great 5-year run there, right?
You hear that? Fitz backtracking now.
Oh,
backtracking.
I gotta look at what I said.
Cuba.
I gotta read the transcript
on the Russian single season. So if he can somehow beat Christian McCaffrey's single season rushing record, ain't gonna be no more Christian McCaffrey. It's gonna be Chuba and Chuba only.
Who would have thought that? Who would have bet that? Like, hey, this Chuba guy, he'll be better than Christian McCaffrey. Like, fucking no way.
I don't know. He was pretty good at Okie State.
Yeah,
he carried for a while.
I didn't, man.
What I'm trying to say is Bryce Young's gonna be playing ball when we're like in our 50s. They're gonna make a statue for this man.
Bryce Young, we apologize. Fitz, he's got a bad track record of quarterbacks, man. We apologize. Sorry, little man. All right, give me the Bucks to win. I'm sorry, Devontae. Give me the Bucks to win. All right. Titans, Jags, this matchup. I don't know what it is. It makes no fucking sense every time they play. Over set at 40.5. Jacksonville 1-point favorite. Both teams suck. But it doesn't matter. Throw it out. I think it's going to be a slugfest. We might see a fight.
Can your bet
But I
still
think
hit?
both teams are trying to book their trip to Cabo. Give me the Titans to
bet?
win.
Can your bet still hit?
They've got to win the next two, which is not going to happen.
Come on, man. You gotta believe.
It's gonna happen.
You gotta
I
believe.
believe.
Dude, I say this is an easy road for the Titans right
Mhm.
here. It's an easy win. Forgetting that, you got was it Will Levis?
It's not even Trevor Lawrence playing.
But Will Levis is playing, right? Or is it Mason Rudolph again?
I hope it's Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, 'cause
No offense, Will.
Mason Rudolph has been dealing. Tony Pollard has been doing pretty well. Calvin Ridley is actually being a wide receiver, so that's cool for them. So yeah, I'll take the Titans on this. I'll take the Titans money line.
Okay.
Titans win. Honda Accord 4 touchdowns.
Honda Accord.
He's just gonna go nuts.
Love it. Dolphins, Browns, 40.5 over under. Miami 6.5-point favorite. Browns' only hope, and my only hope, is that Jameis Winston starts. He won't. He needs to start, but he's dealing with shoulder injury. DTR does not look ready yet. I don't know if he ever will be ready. I'm a fan of him in college. He looked terrible. He made the Bengals defense look good last Sunday. That tells you a lot. Give me the Dolphins to win.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins money line just in case Jerome Ford is trying to have a day again.
Give me the Fins.
Yeah. Dude,
I got nothing really to add.
When Ford didn't score after that 65-yard sprint and then he fumbled the ball on the inch-yard line, I was like, yeah, Browns are doomed. They're dead. All right. Green Bay, Minnesota, America's game. 48.5 over under. Minnesota 1.5-point favorite. Fitz, you're the dog. You like being the dog. Who do you take?
I'll let Vontae go first. He's got it.
Oh, you sure? All right.
Yeah.
Is it this has to be the Sunday night football game, right?
No, you got the Sunday night football, DeMonte.
We're stuck with Brady in this one.
That's kind of wild. Hopefully we get bumped and switched. But anyway, damn, bro, this is gonna be a hell of a game. This is hard. You know what? I'll take the Packers. I don't know what's been in Josh Jacobs' meals lately, but this man is rolling. He's probably about to have another kid at the end of the season, for real. He has been rolling. Romeo Dobbs has been doing pretty well. Christian Watson, I really feel like he faked the injury because he fell, and I guess somebody fell on his leg.
Yeah, he'll be back.
And he probably just didn't want to play the suck-ass.
Yeah.
So, we'll say he was faking because he's going to put up a 65-yard touchdown on the Vikings to seal the deal. Let's go, Pack.
I love it. First time these teams played, the Packers dug themselves in a hole early in the game. I think they were down like 21-3 or something like that. Ended up, coming back in the second half, making it close, and Vikings just squeaked away. They really shut down Darnold in the second half. So, I'm hoping they have that part figured out in the game plan and just start with that in the first half. This team's they're getting better each time. One of the youngest teams in football, the Green Bay Packers, but I keep saying this cheddar is aging nicely. And Jordan Love during Toyotathon is better than Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going to take the Packers.
I don't know if you guys know this.
Go, Pack, go.
This game's playing in Minnesota. They're about to be out there. Skull! Skull! Skull!
I can't believe I just did that. It's because I live in Minnesota, man.
Man. Rhaegar, the Viking, no longer able to ride the motorcycle on the midfield. They're pissed. They're ready to go. Fuck that. Give me Green Bay, Fitz. I'm riding with your boys. They look hot.
One note. There's a Vikings fan I play soccer with. I told him the guy that scares me is Jordan Addison.
Dude,
The emergence of him with Jefferson and Hawkinson is kind of not being talked about enough.
It's not, yeah. Especially because Hawkins has been injured. Now he's coming back. He's easing into it.
I mean, that's a three-headed monster.
It is.
I don't even want to deal with. You throw Jones in there, he's a receiving back. Oh man,
it's tough. It's gonna be a good game.
Darnold can throw to anybody.
I like that over, by the way. All right, Sunday Night Football. Falcons commies 47.5 over under. Washington 4-point favorite. Devontae, you're the dog here.
Okay,
Feel good about this.
comforting, but it's also a DC. I'm scared, boy. Like this, I'm kind of excited for this game just because huge Jaden Daniels fan, huge Falcons fan. Obviously, Michael Penix looked amazing out there, and thanks to Kyle Pitts and his uselessness, he got his first pick. So with that in mind, Younghoe Koo is randomly hurt, so they have Riley Patterson, who used to play for the Lions, who got cut. He missed the kick, made one, and I think he made the next one. Hopefully they're rolling off that win from last game, so let's continue to roll through the NFC East. We'll take the Falcons money line. I have faith.
Well, I gotta look at I made a note about Washington as I was looking at their team.
While he's doing that, JFK Stadium is supposed to be coming back for Washington. They're supposed to get rid of FedEx/Northwest Field Stadium. That place is a dump. It's dead. Give me your Falcons to win. Dirty Birds all around.
I'm gonna take Washington. I'm convinced. I think part of it was, they got the coaching staff from Dallas, Dan Quinn, and that defense. And though Washington defense has kind of been hit or miss, I think overall they've been able to generate those turnovers, and especially against the pass. Like their pass rush is just phenomenal. The one place they can get gashed is the run game, and I think we saw that with Saquon. I feel like Bijan could be due for a huge day, but I just don't trust Kirk in the offense. I don't trust Kyle Pitts throwing it to the defender like he's Bobby Boucher, the water boy. I'm going to take Washington.
Yeah. Even with Michael Penix starting?
Even with Penix. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that.
That's all
Big
good.
penis Phoenix. All right. Monday Night Football. Lions, Niners. 50.5 silver under. Detroit, 3.5-point favorite. This game seemed a lot more exciting week 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Both teams banged up here. Lions still scratching and fighting for that 1 seed. Niners just trying to play spoiler here. Who do you take?
Lions got 22 people injured, and I actually looked it up, and yeah, these are 22 active players. And ever since the internet has kind of been chewing the 49ers up for being a locker room divided, they have fallen and they can't get up. Give me Dan Campbell and the Lions. He still got some dogs in the house.
This is another game. Depending on what happens between Green Bay and Minnesota, I think that could affect the Lions knowing what's at stake ahead. Granted, they played Minnesota last week, but I think when Green Bay takes care of Minnesota, Detroit knows they can put themselves in position for that 1 seed, and this is revenge from last year's NFC Championship. I think the Lions, they destroy the Niners. They crush them into a new dimension. R.I.P. Niners. Just go ahead. Everyone wear black. This is a funeral. Tim's Lions prevail.
I agree. I mean, anytime Goff, Ben Johnson, they fake the fumble, fake the handoff, fake the stumble, they hit Laporta for a touchdown. They're just having fun out there. They're balling the fuck out. Give me Lions -3.5.
Ben Johnson, that Asheville dude? AC Reynolds?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Guy?
Different guy.
I gotta look at that.
Yeah.
All
right.
There was a coach from Reynolds.
There's a few Ben Johnsons in that area. All right. NFL parlay anytime touchdown. What do we got, boys?
We didn't hit anything last week, did we?
But not a damn thing. But it's a new week. It doesn't matter. We're here.
Ben Johnson, previously walk-on quarterback in North Carolina, Attended and played quarterback at AC Reynolds High School in Asheville, North Carolina.
Is he the OC?
Yeah, for the Lions.
Oh, Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Ben Johnson, baby.
One of y'all's classmates.
Good call, Fitz.
Although he pissed me off, he stole that fake fumble or
Jameer said it.
he stole that from the Packers because we did it on accident against the Bears, and I think Tucker Kraft was wide open. And so the Lions were like, "Yeah, let's just do that.
Let's do it."
They probably also thought after they played the Packers and Goff tripped and gave it to Montgomery, and it kind of worked. They're like, this kind of works. Let's just let's keep just falling in the pocket and getting up.
See what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he gets the
parlay.
pass because he's from Asheville.
What do you guys want? Good.
We starting
call,
with
Fitz.
the parlay or the
Let's start with the parlay.
parlay. Okay.
Parlay. Any day you guys want. You guys decide. We got bowl games. We got college basketball, NBA, NHL,
Ooh, so many.
NFL, whatever you want.
All right.
I'm looking. I'm grinding. Gruden's Grinders.
Gruden Grinders. Shout out.
Shout out.
I'm taking NCAA men. Oh wait, hold on. Before I say, let me check the women's. Make sure.
Nice. I do the same thing.
Doing his homework.
That UConn Southern Cal game, by the way, Juju versus Paige Beckers. That was pretty incredible.
Lived up to the hype.
Juju Watkins, I mean, she eked it out, but that was a battle. That was fun to watch.
Strong is from Raleigh.
Who's from Raleigh?
Sarah Strong that plays for UConn.
Really?
She's a center. Yeah, she's from Raleigh. She just came from there, and she's like one of their top scorers too.
Hot take: women's college basketball is more fun than NBA right now.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a hot take as a Celtics fan, but everything else I agree.
All right. Give me Saturday men's basketball. Give me Memphis spread over Ole Miss.
Is Memphis favored?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Okay.
No, Ole Miss is number 16, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be surprised.
Okay.
I like that. It's a good pick. At Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
great pick.
Great pick.
That's
They
my
know-
Lee Corsa.
All right.
And then on Penny's head for the past few losses, he's got to pick it back up.
Yeah, pick it back up. Fitz, Saturday.
This is tough. Yeah, I looked at. It's not quite yet.
Let's
I
do a
don't think
football
it's
game.
time. I don't think it's time for me to pick college basketball yet.
Okay.
We
So
gotta
you
get
don't have to go
January.
Saturday if you're picking football.
So I do have to go Saturday.
You don't have to.
I'm looking at the bowl games.
Okay.
The meaningless ones.
It's real to me, damn
The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. What the hell is this?
it. Bad boys.
Ew.
The Pop-Tart Bowl. That one's kind of fun. Oh, actually, who's favored in the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Do we know? Iowa State. or
Miami,
Miami?
3.5.
Give me Iowa State.
Iowa State Cyclones.
I like that pick.
All right. Iowa State money line over
If
Miami.
If they were favored, I wasn't gonna pick. I was gonna find another one because I
Well-
like the Cyclones.
You mentioned the Bad Boys Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Nebraska. I'm taking the Corn Huskers. The
I
Horny
like
Huskers.
that too. I thought about
Yeah.
doing that.
All right. Good. Anytime touchdown. Who do we got? Now we're going to focus Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Terry McLaurin. Give me Terry McLaurin.
Scary
I love
Terry.
that. There we go.
Terry McLaurin.
I'm gonna go. Can I go the Chuba Missile Crisis?
Chuba Missile
Chuba Hubbard.
I like it. I like that one too. Chuba touchdown. All right. Damn, those both are really good picks. You guys are leaving me scrambling here. I don't want to go my own boys because then,
Yeah.
it never works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never works.
You could go Brock Bowers.
Every time we go on Brock Bowers, it
I
hasn't hit.
know.
It's never hit.
Uh,
I'm looking. I'm thinking. Okay, I got it.
Honda Accord.
Huh?
Honda Accord.
Honda Accord,
The guy for the Titans.
Titans.
Can't
All
remember
right.
his name.
We're gonna go for it. Honda Accord.
Nick
I don't even remember his name. I just remember his nickname.
Westbrook Akine.
Yeah,
Westbrook Akine. There we
Uh-huh.
go.
Westbrook. I like it. All right, there's our anytime touchdown. Anybody got a random question for us?
Mm.
Thinking Christmas. Do we have a Christmas question?
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
What's the latest you've done Christmas shopping?
Oh, I for sure have done the 24th before.
Real.
I have for sure done that.
This is a quick question. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of prefer to do it the week of Christmas, and I have done it the 24th. I don't know. I just feel like I like the rush of it, and I kind of already know what I'm going to get. So since I already know what I'm going to get, it's just materializing it with actual stuff. So
And then you get to test your critical thinking skills of like, okay, it's sold out. What's my backup?
all right,
Yeah.
got to think. Be able. It helps. Just like it keeps you young. Make sure you still have critical thinking and can think feet
Exactly.
in the war times.
There was one year I went shopping like after Christmas Eve service, like the middle of the night where there's like nothing open. I think I was in college,
That's impressive.
and I was just like, I don't have gifts, and I just like I had to like scramble at like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. on a Christmas Eve night while Santa was in the air.
Did you wrap them?
Santa was dropping presents left and right, and I was out there trying to shop. I
love
can't
that.
remember what I got. I don't know if I went to a gas station. I really don't remember like what I did. I must have gone to like the grocery. I think I went to Ingles, like the grocery
Ingles.
store, and just
What
like
did you find
looked
in
for
Ingles for
like
Christmas?
something. I don't remember. I just like I looked for something
gift
random,
card.
and I got
Everybody
like
got
different.
popcorn and a
Everyone,
couple-
everyone
Yeah.
got like a snack or like a knick-knack or something. It was wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I
Good.
don't remember. If it comes to me, I'll try to fill you in.
That's funny. All right. Merry Christmas to all. Happy holidays. We catch you guys next week and have a jolly good time.
Peace.
Don't gamble. Spread Christmas cheer.
First time on air. Anything to say to Lawan here to get him back?
Look, bro, there are stories I could tell people about Lawan, but we'll keep those right here. I'm gonna let him live.
That's not even close. It's not
Man, I'm a dumbass.
I'm clipping that.
Georgia's second. Georgia's second.
Hey, Georgia also had Herschel Walker.
So smart, and my team is so dumb. My coach he looks dumb. He's a big baby.